You need that sort of a community at the end of the day. But your startup soko, I usually like some of their ideas though. Wanaleta tunaitwaje tu startups twingine hapo hivyo, unasikiza msee hiyo idea yako nayo unaisha tu.
Unajua ni kutafuta content mkisonga.
Ni content bwana, wewe tafuta content ukisonga. This week nilikuwa na meeting huko West. Nikachukua ka Uber msee. This week was crazy bwana. Nikachukua ka Uber, vile nimechukua ka Uber kwenda West. Nilikuwa na 2 coins, to 150. Like 20s na 10s, right? So it wasn't that okay, it wasn't like that lose, right? So ride yangu ilikuwa inakuja 140 for the Uber. So mimi vile nimefika, I think I was seeing a client at Westlands, and then there was another event nilikuwa nataka kwenda hapo Movenpick. So nikaenda hapo Movenpick kwanza. Vile driver wa nini wa Uber ameni drop, nikampea hizo coins. Akaniuliza, msee, umeenda kokota mashilingi uniletee. Hapo akaklik. Mzee alinitrigger bwana. Mimi nilimtusi. Mwambia bwana, hiyo ni pesa yangu. Kwani nimekataa kukulipa? Uko na ujinga, do yangu. Alafu saa hiyo nimempea wanchwani na ujue ride ilikuwa inakuwa 140. Mzee ana nimekupiga tip na bado unaklikia do yangu. Alikuwa mzae mzee mazee. Nilimtoanisha bwana, nikamwambia bwana, we acha ujinga bwana. Wewe kuwa serious. Hiyo pesa ulikuwa nayo in the first place. Hiyo pesa ulikuwa nayo. Mimi nakupea do. Mimi nimekupea job alafu unaanza kuklikia do yangu. Alinitrigger msee. Alinitrigger.
Hapa alikuwa anashangaa huyu jamaa bana anaenda hoteli. Anaenda West bana na mashilingi. Kwani ni wapi? Unajua sasa zingine unakuwa na hiyo nini? Na hiyo notion.
Alinitrigger bwana. Nilisikia nilifeel tu msee Easter ngoja. Easter ngoja. Nilimtoanisha. Alikuwa mzae. Nilimtoanisha bwana. Anambia wewe pea pesa ya watu heshima bwana. Hata kama ni coins. Wewe ni nini wewe? Hata aliniharibia moods bwana. Nilisema lakini alisema tu ni sawa. Acha tu tutasurvive tu. Okay. Anyway, other than that, I guess we can get started with the meeting now. So yeah. Other than that crazy Monday, anyway, that was on Monday, by the way. That was on Monday. So, any new updates though? I've done a few updates on the site. I don't know whether you've checked. I did do some updates on the site, a few of them, or a couple of them. Last meeting tulikuwa tumefikisha wapi?
Last meeting we were discussing about the POS.
Yeah.
And there was a bug that ilikuwa inatusumbua.
Yeah.
Hapa kwa saving rows.
To save rows on kwa ku add stock. It was when you're adding stock.
Update shelf stock. Update shelf stock.
When you're adding stock or when you're updating stock?
Reconciling, ilikuwa reconciliation.
Stock check. Your stock take. Your stock take. The stock take. The stock taking part. The stock taking. I think I did update that. I think I fixed that. Yeah, I think I had fixed that though, because I had checked on it. Let me try again. Let me just try one and see if it's actually okay. let's add that. Expiry date. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I think it's good now. It's good now. It's not. Yeah, it's not giving that. Oh yeah, it's good. It's actually updating it in a, yeah, when you save, when you save now, uh the product, yeah, the product that you've just updated goes to the bottom of the list. It doesn't stay at the top. So now it's like if you add another one, they kind of drop to the bottom. So the ones that you've not updated yet are the ones that are at the top. And then because there's a bug that, or there's an error that it was spitting out. Yeah, yeah,
Error that was,
yeah. I'm
that
I'm not
was
seeing that error
detected.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I save row, it's still, it's working. So yeah, the stock take, that, yeah, that's good now. I also added there's something else that I added of
I saw an asset list.
yeah, I
somewhere.
added asset list, so you can list the assets in the store. Yeah, assets and expenses. Yeah, I added assets and expenses module, so you can add all the assets of the store, and also their depreciation, kind of their depreciation value, in a way that it kind of checks the depreciation, depreciation record, or depreciation or appreciation, because if it's land appreciates. If it's electronics, or yeah, electronics, furniture, those ones depreciate. So you kind of need to understand that. And also it gives you the current value of all those assets. And then the expenses, oh yeah, I the expenses. So yeah, I added the expenses part. That one is a new one. So I don't know whether you had checked it out.
I only checked out the assets, but
Mm.
not see the expenses. But
Yeah, because I think the expenses part I finalized on it the following day. Yeah, so you're able to actually add these are the okay those daily expenses, and check the growth of those expenses. I usually have a dummy account and a real account that I usually use for these trials. Sometimes wanga naogopa nisikuwe nimesahau, nikuwa hapo I'm messing up with with the real client's account. So yeah, have you seen the expenses the expenses dashboard?
I'm trying to check it out. Okay. They have 6 tabs at the top of homepage.
Go to sales. It's on
Pending
the
orders. I should go to sales. Okay.
sales. Yeah, go to sales or expense. You can click on it. Okay, you had clicked on expenses.
Yes, add expenses. Add expense.
Yeah, that should take you, when you click on add expenses. that should, because on the sales dashboard, that's where there is the list or the dashboard for expenses. That's where the list for expenses is at. So, but yeah, you can click add expense. So that one kind of gives you the form to add expense. That's for employees though. Yeah, if an employee has an expense that they need to record, they can record it there. And since they have no business with the expense list, that's on the sales dashboard. Have you gotten to the sales dashboard? Ama umesahau access code ya sales dashboard?
I'm actually checking it on WhatsApp. It's 91575. I always forget it every time.
Yeah, that access code, even for me at first, it used to confuse me completely. And especially that I was working with multiple dummy accounts. I'm trying to check whether the code is working on this other end of this. And then now there's the real account, the real client's account. And I kind of have to save those in my head. And then I had made this mistake here. I did not have them saved anywhere, right? Or written down anywhere. So ilikuwa inabidi nirudi kwa admin niangalie ni gani yenye nilijipea. But nimeiandika chini though.
But the formula that you're using right now, the one that you get a message on WhatsApp, I think that one is the best formula because you can easily access your code.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, because actually there was a client, that first client, that guy who electronics. I passed by him the other day, and he told me that he had tried to access the POS, and then it asked him for that employee code. And since we had sent it to him via WhatsApp, alienda tu WhatsApp akaiona, and then he went on to access the POS. So I kind of agree with you. It's a good idea that the system kind of sends those codes to WhatsApp, because you can just go back there and check that message and then just proceed. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Are you on the expense dashboard yet?
Yes, I'm at the expense dashboard.
Okay. So you've seen it. So yeah. It kind of gives you the today's total expenses, the monthly total expenses, and the overall expenses, and also it graphs those expenses. It graphs those expenses by month, so you can see how they are growing, whether it's salaries, whether it's the utilities, water bills, zinaitwaje, bili ya stima, bili ya maji, and all that. It kind of groups them on a monthly basis, so you can be able to see whether they are growing or they're staying the same, or they're going down. So also you can be able to kind of plan for that.
And I think this is a good place for users to be able to know the expiry or the time for renewal for any plan that they have. For example, maybe you have to renew your internet subscription, or you have to renew your, like, there are so many renewals that businesses have to do, even filing taxes. There are so many.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're not in,
yeah,
you might easily forget.
I agree with you, but do you think a normal person or a normal user is going to have the discipline to check them if they've never done it? M-Pesa M-Pesa has that. There are M-Pesa app. Do you use the M-Pesa app?
I don't use the M-Pesa app.
actually, if you do download the M-Pesa app, it has that feature where you can list those renewals and all that. But people rarely use them. People rarely use them.
They have
So
not told us that they have it. I'm going to use it. I never knew that it exists.
do you have okay?
It's actually
Alright.
requiring news.
Do you have inaitwaje? Do you have your bill scheduler ya M-Pesa?
No, I don't have a bill schedule.
Do you know about it?
No, I don't know about it.
Na vile wameadvertise sana.
I think I've not been getting those advertisements.
I guess they are failing. Then yeah, I think they should they should up their game a bit. Watu hawajui. They have that it's a bill scheduler where if you have a recurring bill, like if it's internet or let's say it's rent, that usually you pay via M-Pesa. So you can set it in a way that every month on a specific date it just pays it, right? It pays it and then it gives you that confirmation, right? So if your internet it's usually 1500 bob per month, you set it date 5 every month, itakuwa inalipa, right? So it pays and then it gives you that notification. Whether it's rent, it pays and then it gives you that notification. If it's a business, kama ni salaries, yeah, actually I think maybe they are trying to do that thing that maybe banks, okay, but I think even for banks you kind of need that approval, yeah, the CEO on salaries. But yeah, that automation usually most corporates kind of use in a way that banks disperse money on a specific date. Sometimes it's usually whether the bank's account the corporate kind of has an overdraft. So if they did not have the money on the bank just makes the money and you can just pay the overdraft. But it's automated. It's kind of automated. So when you're talking about your automation, I'm like, hey, bro, kama M-Pesa they have not much money and they've done that much advertising. Na wewe hujui
Hey,
na unataka mtu mwingine akuje hapa aweke yake na wewe na una pesa ya marketing, my friend.
yani tricky sana.
Ngumu.
Lakini unajua kitu tunafaa kujua ni because a user is interacting with the dashboard each and every day.
Yeah.
Anakuwa accustomed to it na kujua each and everything that iko kwa dashboard, like anaweza easily tell how much ana spend, how much iko total, kama hizo.
For businesses, yes.
Atajua vizuri hata kutumia the filters
zenye
ziko kwa site kujua okay, hii nilipia, even if it is not automatic that whether it has notifications or not. The user can easily check using the filters to know I paid this or this on this date and I'm supposed to pay it on this date.
That's true, but that's
it will be easier, but it's manual.
I agree with you. Okay. I agree with you, but that only holds true if the user is a business that's using the residence POS. As long as if it's a business that's using the residence POS, they'll definitely be hanging around this area, checking okay, what are my expenses, blah blah blah, how are my expenses doing. They're on the sales dashboard, bro. They are trying to see how are my sales doing, what's the fastest moving product, and the second they are there, they can if they're hanging around those dashboards, they'll be able to switch back and forth, see what's going on and what they can do more on that dashboard, right? But now if it's maybe an employee or another random user who's just visiting the residence platform, maybe to search an address or maybe do something else, right? If you're saying that user can still use this dashboard then yeah, it's I don't see it.
Yeah, they cannot be able to use it.
They can't
Because
have the discipline.
they're
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
they
they
can't
can't
have
have the
this.
discipline because even actually today was okay. This I don't know how this is related though, but I was watching this presentation. Yeah, this guy something uh something do okay. He's huge on YouTube on marketing, and he was trying to compare brands and products like
Yes.
uh do you think okay you have a better product and I have a better brand, who wins? Right, you have the best product but I have the
A
best
better
brand.
product.
Yeah, who wins? Is it the person who has the best brand or the person who has the best product? Who wins?
It depends what's your definition of winning? Is it making more money? Is it taking over the market?
Taking over the market, like, yeah, taking over the market means more money anyway. Yeah, they kind of are concurrent. So if you're taking over the market, you have the most money.
Most businesses
Mm.
that are high end trust brands. They trust the brand that is known than just random products. And, but I believe the product wins at the end of the day.
That's in okay, I would say that's in a utopia. That's in a utopia, in a perfect market, right? In a perfect market.
Yes.
But okay, we are not in a perfect market. We don't have a pocket we don't have a utopia, right? And my answer would be brand, right? The brand wins because
My brand.
from history or from records we know very high that, like you said, high end brands that have very inferior products, like you know the hype that any iPhone has.
Yes.
I'm sure you can agree with me that there are Android phones that are way much better than an iPhone, right? But iPhone has the best brand. It's the best brand, right? They've really done good job on branding.
But yeah. But from my perspective, the reason why those phones that are better than iPhone is because they have a better product. So because they have a better product, that's why they are now visible, and people can now compare them to the iPhone. If
But
you do
either
not have
way,
a better product, yeah,
either
what?
way, either way, either way, whether I know them, because okay, I would know them because okay, maybe I would know them because
First,
I'm doing.
first for you to conquer a market,
Mhm.
first before you conquer a market, you have to build a better product. Now that people are now trusting your product, that's when you now rebrand or create the brand and make sure that the brand is strong. Now from there, you can have royal clients or royal customers. But before then, any underdog will try to compete with you. They are going to try and tackle it from having a better product. Maybe that's 5, 10, 50 times better than the product that you are having.
I agree.
So,
I agree. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. 100%. I agree. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. But, in a perfect world, best product wins. That's in a utopia. In a dystopian market that that is the real market, always because anyway okay, even I think even giving you some examples of new products, or yeah, well, I guess we can call them new products, like these scams that I guess Kenyans are really fond of falling for. There's these real estate scams that people have lost a lot of money on it, and there wasn't anything or there wasn't any product on it, the promises that were made, there weren't anything down below, but the marketing that they did, the branding that they did, made most people think that, whoa, this is kind of the best deals in the market right now. So, you invest 1.5 million, you get a mansion in blah, 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 in blah, 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 and people flock in there, people give them the money, and poof, money disappears, right? And we've had so many of those real estate deals. I think it's mostly in real estate, right? You kind of hear, some brands, and it's because of that branding, the marketing that comes like that wave. They do a lot of marketing. Ile design, yeah. How you hear that marketing being done, don't even hata hauishugu. You're like, yeah, I need a piece of that. Take my money. Just take my money. But there's no product there. And then there is these other, because it doesn't mean that there isn't any legit real estate, real estate, what do you call them? Companies. They are there, right? But they don't do the same branding. They've not done the same branding like these other guys who came in. They had all this money. They did a lot of marketing and a lot of branding that made a lot of naive Kenyans invest in them or give them their money, and then poof, disappear. And then there's these other guys who have legit real estate, but they don't do the market. They don't compare in branding with these other guys, and they don't have the market at all. So they're actually struggling to make they're struggling to make to make it out. So in that uh in that dystopian economy, or in that dystopian market, at the end of the day, it's branding that wins.